Conspiracy versus Superstars, the awesome truth story. Well, welcome back everyone, and again, this is Mikeratto, and welcome to my new topic where today we're going for a throwback topic or a flashback topic which we discuss the awesome truth run in 2011. While they are one of the most protected tag team back then. Well, not protected, but they are one of the most dominant tag team back then. They were shouting about conspiracy and everything towards WWE. Actually, half of the heel turn by R-Truth was spent on this tag team. In 2011, while R-Truth turned heel and he started to talk to himself, referring people as to little Jimmys, and because they are actually kid friendly at the time, that's why they're actually making things little Jimmy and all of that storyline back then and all of his rivalry with Cena. So his rivalry with Cena usually started the little Jimmy thing, which he talks with an invisible person, which later on while he lashes out to the WWE Universe. Well, because at the time, R-Truth was actually mad because he gave John Morrison a number one contender spot, which he gave his to actually perform in a triple threat match at Extreme Rules, which happened after that. Well, John Morrison loses that match because of R-Truth. And in the same match, The Miz loses his WWE title. Thus, the two having a same path at that time, which, well, during that time, in their same path, the awesome truth, well, they have their different storylines, though they are both heels. So the next storyline is Miz confronting his former protege or assistant or whatever it is, Alex Riley, and R-Truth facing John Cena for the WWE Championship, which the both pairs of the awesome truth lost their match to the respective babyfaces of their said match. Well, yeah, they lost their match. And in Money in the Bank 2011, well, R-Truth lost his match, and I'm not sure which match Miz actually competes in. I think he also competed in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which the Miz also lost that said match. And on July 25th, 2011, the Miz loses on the finals in the WWE Championship Tournament. Also in July 25th, 2011, well, R-Truth was attacked by his former tag team partner, John Morrison, to exact his revenge on R-Truth back then. So, well, you know where the storyline is going. And yeah, well, R-Truth and The Miz, I think they tag team on the SummerSlam 2011, something like that. So yeah. Well, after that, after their separate storylines, they were put into together, which they attack Santino Marella. They are claiming about the conspiracy about the WWE, while The Miz losing his WWE title, and he complains about the new general manager, so COO that time, Triple H, which while Triple H was controlling WWE by that time because Mr. McMahon was kayfabe relieved of his duties. So, well, Awesome Truth did some stuff that are actually memorable back then, and they were actually a dominant tag team. I mean, well, they faced the guys like Triple H, the guy who's actually over in 2011, CM Punk, The Rock, who returned recently, John Cena, and even the tag team champions, Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston. So, the thing here is, well, they are actually complaining in the WWE, the way they're being handled at that time. So, one of the memorable things I remember about Awesome Truth is what happened at Hell in a Cell, which, well, they're actually hiding and disguising themselves, I think, as a cameraman in that match, or I think they entered after the match and the cell was lowered and they attack everyone who's actually in the cell. They actually attack by then champion Del Rio, and then John Cena, and then CM Punk, and then a bunch of referees, and then the cameraman on the pay-per-view, which everyone was actually, while they are all over the cell, they're actually trying to open the cell, but they couldn't. And there's a WWE employee by the time who got the thing that they actually opened the cell from. I think it's a cutter, which opened the locks of the cell, and yeah, they were kayfabe arrested by that time. And during this time also, WWE, while they're having this thing with Triple H, which they think that WWE back then is an unsafe work environment because of these vicious attacks by different superstars, such as the returning Kevin Nash, who's having this storyline with CM Punk, and of course, Awesome Truth. Back then, which they attacked a lot of superstars, referees, and everyone who's in their path. There's no remorse, they're just doing what they think is right. Two separate superstars who's been screwed by the system back then. So yeah, Awesome Truth, their one is amazing by that time because, well, you have to remember also the thing in their theme song. I mean, well, I've actually watched some Awesome Truth content recently when I heard their theme song. Actually, though, I think that the audience are actually responding to the "You Suck" theme, which they actually shout back "You suck" when Miz and Arthur are actually saying "You suck" on the song. So they are kind. So yeah, the team is getting over huge time by that time. And yeah, as I told you, they fought different tag teams with big names, different superstars with big names at that time. So yeah, they fought Triple H in a storyline which culminated into a match, a tag team match at that time, and they actually fought The Rock because it's actually a promo for, I think, the WrestleMania promo between Rock and Cena, which at the time they are thinking, do they actually can coexist as a tag team to fight this dominant tag team who's been actually dominating WWE for months? Well, considering that they have this 3-month run at that time. So again, they were getting over, they're fighting huge names, but yeah, it was short-lived because R-Truth, I think, was suspended by that time. So they got to rid them off television, and the Awesome Truth tag team disbanded. So yeah, 2011 has huge storylines, though a lot of superstar left WWE mostly on 2010. After capitalizing on the main roster, while everyone, I think, on that time got their respective chances. Guys such as Dolph Ziggler, Zack Ryder, Awesome Truth, and many more on the roster, even Alex Riley, got their respective chances on 2011, which they have huge programs within each other. And 2011, though I think at the time it's like a new generation PG era, something like that, which the young talent is being used on television. And yeah, even though The Rock returned and Cena is still dominating that card, and CM Punk is rising to the card and actually becoming a main eventer, while people got their respective chances on 2011. So I think 2011 was a start of a new era, though it's the PG era, which, well, it's not like the ruthless aggression era or something like that. So yeah, that's it. That's my opinion about the Awesome Truth, the run, and etc. and etc. And in 2019, when the Miz turned face, well, they have this one night only reunion, which, While R-Truth was 24/7 champion, he was running everywhere, and The Miz had their segment with Shane McMahon and Elias, and yeah, they actually was put into a tag team on that night. So that's their final interaction on television, something like that. As of late, which I supposed to think, but they have their one-on-one matches back, left, and right on their respective years. So again, this is my only short video about the Awesome Truth. Thank you for watching, and again, this is Mikeratto, and subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Like this video, comment down below, and subscribe. Thank you and peace.